The latest Dragon Ball Sparking Zero reveals show that the fusion mechanic is returning, and I wanted to go over all the different fusions and how it will function in this game. Let's get into it. Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I am back again with some more Dragon Ball Sparking Zero news and speculation here on the channel for another video talking about fusions. That is right, everybody's most anticipated, most exciting feature that they want to see part of this game, which it has been confirmed. We got our official reveal a couple of days ago in V-Jump. It was more of like a little teaser showing that fusion is returning for this game, and it will be part of the team battle system where you would choose multiple characters on your team, and once you're in game and you have that specific partner, for example, if you have Goku and Vegeta on the team at the same time, you would be able to fuse in-game. It acts as sort of a transformation awakening mechanic. It, functions the same way. It would be the same, like, button input that you would do with the addition of a certain direction, which I'll go over here in just a second. Mainly wanted to make this video just for fun and to show you guys, for mainly those of you that are new to the series, because there are a lot of new players and fans to Dragon Ball in general. So I've seen a lot of people say that they never played the original Tenkaichi or even the Raging Blast games, and this is the perfect time to get into it if you haven't already. But I digress. Let's get into a little bit of information and update from Zied as well as Goresh here. This is just a small little thing, but I kind of wanted to know what those button inputs were at the very bottom of the screen here from the character select / team select, okay? Be sure to drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, ring my notification bell if you guys want to keep on seeing more updates, news, speculation, just anything in general in regards to Sparking Zero, because this game is all hype, dude, and I'm ready for it. So, what actually is going on this screen, okay? We kind of already interpreted, and they said from the translations that everything that you're seeing here is pretty much just the team battle layout, okay? The characters, the actual in-game models will be shown once you select the characters and everything for your team. So, Goresh stated that at the very bottom, okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the first one is confirm, okay, so that's pretty self-explanatory. The second input there, which I think X is confirm, I think that might be A. It's so blurry, I do apologize. That is stage select, so that would be, I guess, again, I said this would be probably the finalized screen right before you would do the stage select. So this is where you would go, and then after that, you would press A to go into whatever it may be, the stage that you want to select and everything. The second one is team change team. So I think that's L1, R1, I think. That's what it looks like. And then I think that's options, which I believe is the start. I could be wrong about all this in terms of how the layout was with what Goresh said, but I think that's accurate. I'm not exactly sure what it says right there for the square input that's like right, at Caulifla's feet or whatever. I'm assuming that's just to select the character itself, to go into the actual character select and change your character. But when it says change team, I think that's being able to kind of toggle and like rotate between certain already set teams that you have. That's what I'm thinking is the situation on that. But I just wanted to go over that real quick just because this was something that, Goresh stated. And if you guys don't know who Goresh is, he's the GOAT, okay? Dragon Ball Legends legend himself, and he knows Japanese, so he was able to quickly translate this stuff. So, fusion, okay? As you see right here, we will have two different types of fusion, being Fusion Dance and Potara Fusion. Goku and Vegeta will be the only characters that will have both fusions in one character, depending on the variant that you do choose, okay? So let's go over how the actual fusion mechanic works, okay? For those of you that have never played the game or want to know exactly how it's going to function in game here, you would go into the team battle, okay? Whether it be the 5v5 or whatever, you can, choose how many characters you want to have in the team, okay? You don't have to have a full team of 5, you know what I mean? So, for example, Goku and Vegeta, you have to choose those respective characters, for the team, okay? If you want, like, Gogeta, Vegito, you guys know, right? Same thing with, the new characters being Fusamasu and Kefla, okay? I'm pretty sure those two characters will be part of it. Obviously, we already have the confirmation of Kefla, but Fusion Zamasu, we haven't seen the reveal of Goku Black or Zamasu yet, but just know they're coming. We know they're coming, okay? They would be stupid not to, right? So, moving on here, how does it actually work whenever you're doing it with certain characters like Goku and Vegeta, who have multiple fusions? The best of both worlds. You have Potara and Fusion Dance, okay? It's the directional input that you choose, okay? So I can't remember if you had to, like, you were, restricted to being in base, or you could do it while you were in a different form. For example, if you were already in like Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan God or Blue or whatever, you could fuse. I feel like you always had to be in base form. You can correct me if I'm wrong on that. It's been a while. I can't remember exactly the way they did it on this. But Potara for Vegito, for example, on this one, you would have to have your partner Vegeta, okay, on the team, right? It's not like a 2v2 Tenkaichi tag team thing. No, it's 1v1, but you can swap between characters. So the directional input for this one in this case was R3 and holding left. You did have to have a certain level, like level 3 or level 4 charged up, okay? In this case, for this one here, for Super Saiyan... Okay, again, this is Tenkaichi 4 that I'm showing you, not exactly OG Tenkaichi 3. So there were two different versions of Gogeta, okay? There's the movie version from Fusion Reborn, and then there's the DBS version, okay? Now, you couldn't... I don't think, to my knowledge, you could fuse into a specific transformation. I don't know if they're going to change that in this game or not, but that was the case with this one. I think with Gogeta, it was probably like either right or maybe up. Right, up, down. Anytime you did down into the R3, it would just be reverting back to base form if you did transform, if that, that's the case, right? So that's pretty much how it works. It's very self-explanatory. It's very easy to do, and that's, the best part about the Tenkaichi games is that you had the opportunity to not only transform into certain, transformations, whichever one you wanted, you could also fusion to basically any fusion, okay? Their respective fusion that they have, right? So what characters will actually make use of this mechanic, right? So I have a full layout of pretty much all the characters that I'm predicting will have it, and all their transformations that will come with it, okay? I'm gonna kind of be weird about Gogeta in just a second here, because there's Super Saiyan 4. Obviously you wouldn't be able to transform from base form Gogeta DBS version into Super Saiyan 4. That's just not going to happen. But we know Vegeta, Gogeta, they're definitely going to be in. It's just only a matter of time until we see their reveal, okay? So Vegeta, he'll have base. You can transform into Super Saiyan, and then obviously you would be able to go, hopefully, Super Saiyan Blue. It's a little bit weird because they never showed DBS Vegeta go Super Saiyan in the actual anime or whatever. But we know he can, okay? So I would assume that they would just have Vegeta, everything all in one, okay? The same thing with Gogeta, too, depending on if they're going to have Fusion Reborn or not. I really don't know yet because, again, movies and GT, they're in a weird spot where nothing on those have been revealed yet. So we don't exactly know if they're going to be part of the base game or DLC. Regardless, they're going to be in the game eventually, okay? So that's why I'm just going over them. But yeah, y'all let me know down in the comments how Vegeta would work. Do you think that they would have two different versions of him, like a Z version and then a Super version? I personally don't think that's the case, and I think that would be kind of dumb, but at the same time, I mean, I don't know. They could do it. They could do it. I'm not going to, count it out completely. So when it comes to DBS Gogeta, okay, he would have his base, Super Saiyan, and Super Saiyan Blue. That's it, okay? Again, if they do movie stuff and they want to add the Z version of Gogeta, okay, it would just be Super Saiyan. That's it. There would be no base form or anything on that one. It would just be this specific version, but he would have the orange padding and then I think like a different color belt or whatever, okay? And the same thing, if they're adding Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, it would have to be the GT variants of Goku and Vegeta that could do the fusion dance, right? And they would, obviously got to be Super Saiyan 4, okay? So they ain't going to be, little kid GT Goku and, grown-ass GT Vegeta base form. They ain't going to be able to do fusion dance, right? They would have to be Super Saiyan 4 in order to do it, right? If that's going to be a thing, if they actually add GT stuff, hopefully. All right, Gotenks, we already got a confirmation. Some people I saw got worried. Not a lot of people, but I saw some people like, oh, is he only going to have Super Saiyan? I'm not even joking. I legit saw somebody say, because in the actual shot that they showed, it's only Super Saiyan Gotenks and Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, okay? Don't worry, guys. We're going to get all their forms, all their base forms. And I'm really excited about Kefla because Kefla's base form, my favorite design for Kefla. It looks fire, dude. I love it. Okay, the hairstyle is cool, like almond-shaped kind of eyes. I always like that about the Universe 6 Saiyans. I'm not a fan of how the eye shape looks on Super Saiyan for Kefla and stuff, but I digress, okay? But yeah, Gotenks, he'll have his base, he'll have Super Saiyan, and he will have Super Saiyan 3, okay? If they leave any of those out, they're dumb. Guess what? They're not going to do that, okay? I ain't worried about that at all. Now, Kefla's a little bit weird when it comes to her transformations, okay? We're confirmed that she will have Super Saiyan 2, okay? Now, in the anime and everything, it was shown that she does charge up and she has the electricity surging, you know, around her body, right? So we know that is Super Saiyan 2, right? But the hairstyle, everything else, she looks exactly the same as a regular Super Saiyan. If you go into Xenoverse 2, she's categorized and specified as just regular Super Saiyan Kefla, okay? There was no base form in Xenoverse 2, unfortunately. I'm confident she'll have a base, and she'll at least have one of these two transformations here, Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan 2. I would hope that they would have Super Saiyan 2, and base, all three of them, right? But like I said, it's a little bit weird because they're just so similar, and the only thing that they would add to it is just some electricity. But I don't know. We'll see how they want to do it. I'm still a little bit unsure on how they're going to do Caulifla and Kale with their transformations. Caulifla definitely has a different appearance, but in Tenkaichi, at least, and I know for Sparking Zero it's going to be like this, each transformation has a different moveset, okay? The skills that they have change, so, I mean, for the most part, right? So it's like, how would they divide it up? Because, you know, Kefla only has so much material. She's got a lot of material, right? Would they make stuff up? I don't know. We'll see, right? And then Zamasu, another weird one. We know at least Fusion Zamasu will be in the game. Absolutely. Guaranteed. I know it. Confident. I'm not going to say 100%, but I'm very confident. Like, he's got to be in it, right? Now, I don't know if they would have Corrupted as an actual playable form. I would assume and hope so, okay? But would they do it where it's like the half-corrupted, like, starting point and then the giant version of him? Because there were, like, two different versions? I don't know, right? And whenever he was giant Corrupted Zamasu, he wasn't like a giant character, okay? I don't think he was even on the level of, like, an Uzaru at all, right? He was bigger. You know, he's a big boy, right? Maybe he would be like, I would say he's more like Broly size kind of character. So I wouldn't consider him like a giant character, okay? But he's a big boy, right? You know, with the massive jack-off arms. So, yeah, I don't know if they would actually make that playable. Again, I would hope so. Even in Breakers, they made that version of him playable, if I recall correctly. So, yeah, that's the layout. That's what I think it's going to be. Y'all let me know down in the comments if you think there will be any other characters that will make use of the fusion mechanic, okay? I'm not going to get into, like, Fusion Android 13 and Super 17. I'm not going to get into that because, again, they're movies, and it's, like, they're a little bit weird. But these, I know for a fact, like, with conviction, I know will all be part of, you know, the game with the fusion mechanic. Gogeta Super Saiyan 4, we'll see about that. Eventually, we'll see him, right? If it's going to be DLC or not, but y'all let me know your thoughts and opinions. If you're excited for it, this trailer is going to be fire. Don't, you know, expect Vegeta, Gogeta, or Fusion Zamasu. We are only confirmed in this next trailer, or whatever this next reveal is going to be. It's going to have Gotenks and Kefla. That's it, right? I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet.